All that bowl is 10 costs come out from that.
Okay.
You know, and as good as Blaymont, good cricketers come from Blaymont. You know, I invite teams all over. Police, we beat the police teams all over. You know, bring the people, our young brothers and sisters, a different angle. Put them in the way that they was not thinking about suicide. You know, this is what important. This is what important, Winston. And if our people in our life, our human beings, think positive, then this world will run smooth. It will run smooth.
Yes, sir.
It will run smooth. But somebody see somebody have an issue and they can't get it, they will what to do. You know what I do? This is very important. Let's try to do something, a different picture.
Yes, sir. I agree.
You know, and I'm glad that if the school can does this, I'm happy that we're John D House reading service that takes like 50 minutes and talking about suicide, and we can encourage the people and they can go home and encourage the children to be aware from the bad disease. Suicide is a real devil, you know, a bad disease. I'm sure that more bad than HIV.
That's right away then.
Right away. So, you know, that will not take 5 years to, you know, this just one hap, you know. This is the things we have to do. I'm calling out from our people in Guyana, especially Barbies. And I'm happy that Vincent tell me about this. And we come together as three brothers here to sit, and maybe we will continue to do this program on the
Most
same
every week.
channel, and it could be more people can come in to, you know, come in, advise us, because we are not perfect. We is not perfect. Somebody will come and give us something different, we will take it. So my dear brothers and sisters out there, we are not here to be a lecturer. We just open our mind and bring on the floor what we can done to help suicide. Thank you very much, Vincent.
You know, I agree with you. We're here because we believe in some small way we could make a difference. You know, they have a saying that if your neighbor house is on fire, run over with some water in a bucket and help to out the fire.
Yes.
Because the breeze might blow that fire over to your house. So don't say that me and my family are all right.
All right.
We don't business with what's going on over there.
Yeah,
all right.
that's okay.
We are here because we believe we could make a difference. One thing I want to touch on very quickly is that in a home, there are 3 systems that are there. One is anarchy or lawlessness, where there's no rules, no regulation for a child. You do whatever you want. You get anything you want. You say whatever you want. And on the other hand, you have dictatorship, where parents say everything. Shut up. Don't go here. Don't you. So on this extreme, it's hurtful. In the middle now, they have what they call democratic system, where there's a balance in a home. The child gets to say certain things. The parents listen. Parents say what they are. Not the democratic where we're talking about the democratic political systems in the world.
No, we are not here
That
for
word comes from demo and crassi. And in Latin, demo means demon, and crassi means rule. So democracy really is the rule of the devil, or white supremacy rule. That's what democracy means. And now, if you doubt me, you go and look up the words. Democracy means the rule of the devil. And theocracy means the rule of God. Theo means God. Crassi means the study. So theocracy versus democracy. Only 2 systems. So we got to go with theocracy. The rule of God, who can deliver us from the problems that we are faced with today. One more thing I want to say to the youth is that the most important decision for you today is to choose your friends. Don't let your friends choose you. You choose your friends. The people or the group you choose to be around, eventually you will be like them, and you will think like them, and they will shape your personality. We must know that environment influences heredity, and no matter how much of good you have in you, if you're in the wrong environment, that environment can affect the good in you and turn you into itself. Janjas, and we're going to
Yes,
take
alright.
some callers now.
Well, I can give an example now about young children. Now, when my daughter was just 11 years, she got her first monthly. So, her mother won't come to me. I said, no. I called her, hug her up. I said, you okay? She said, yes, daddy, but she just scared because it's her father. So I said, baby, listen to me. Get an almanac in your room and mark them 28 days after, and the mother come to me. He said that no, you can't talk to my daughter like that. I said, listen to me. I'm the father and I can be her friend. Child nowadays go and tell them friend everything happening in the home, everything happened to themselves, and the next thing you know, it's on the street, it's on the Facebook. Look for incident I see the other day on Facebook. Serious. A girl, a school child, about 15 years. She like a guy about I think 20 years. Now, the guy said, I never see you naked. She turned around and said, I will send you the picture. She's so stupid. I mean, I can't follow the child. I follow the boy, the girl. She sent the picture to the boy. Now, he put the picture on the Facebook. Look at that.
But you know what? That thing what go on the Facebook, right?
Mhm.
It can cause her to do suicide.
Yeah, that's what
Or
I'm
commit
saying.
herself.
Yeah, she can commit.
Children have to very be careful, especially girl
Yeah,
children.
but
Well, call coming in.
okay.
Take the call. Good evening, you are on the program.
Hey, good night.
Good night.
I'm just calling. I enjoy the program there on the television.
Thank you.
But, people facing domestic problems, and when they go out for help, especially in welfare and the police officer, these people don't really step into your matter. You end up the other side of the party give bribe, and you get no satisfaction. That is where people go and end their lives. I would really like you to see and put system in place with these things.
Thank you for your call and your contribution. We're hoping that this would be an ongoing program, and where we could address certain issues and try to provide solutions. And that's a very interesting question you asked there. Good evening, you're on to the program.
Hi, evening.
How are you?
I'm good, brother. What's the name?
Winston.
Brother Winston. You did a fine job, man. I enjoy it. Yeah, doctor. I can see you. Yeah, Brother Winston, I'm very much. I don't know what to say. I'm enjoying you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
hope
you.
you keep it up, though, brother.
Thank
You
you.
know,
That's
well
your
job for the
duty.
youth. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
What you will do, you will help us to come on the program too, right?
Yeah, you can come on board. You can
Yes,
sponsor the program.
brother. Forget your name, man.
Cheers.
Chase.
Chase, brother Chase.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
You are welcome. Thank you. But- good evening, you're on to the program.
Good night and welcome.
Good night.
You too.
Good. I am sure that you are a grown man, you are mature man, you all have children, you all have wives, you have grandchildren. As I am also a grandmother, I am a wife, I am a mother. And what I'm seeing and what you are seeing, I think it's far negative what is upbringing children and suicide rate is concerned. I raised 8 children on my own without a father. I had to walk in the sugar street, and none of my children have a stand before mother's feet for any kind of offense. And we are poor. But one of the things that I see, that even to you and your peers, you all don't train your children from small days. I am a Muslim. I was a Christian, but I became a Muslim, and my husband died. Is to train your children from the time they could talk. Tell them about God. If you're a Hindu, you're a Muslim, tell them about Jesus, tell them about,
That's right.
and that's the way you grow your children. Don't wait until a tree grows big and try to save it. It will break.
Thank you.
And another thing is this, you parents, you only say this what you're trying to educate other people to don't apply to your own children. I know this.
Thank you.
Some of you, though you feel, and you put on television and advise people, but you are wrong. Especially you in the middle.
All right, thank you.
Don't guard anybody.
Yeah. Well, we applaud you that you, as a single mother, raised your children and you provided for them and you gave them a good life. But not everybody is as fortunate as you are. And we did say that God is the root. The answer to our problems rest with God. And unless we talked about spiritual values, we talked about moral consciousness. I'm sure if you had tuned in earlier, you would have received everything that we shared with you. Suicide, there is no one particular reason why someone commits suicide. In the Bible, there are 7 suicides that are listed, and each suicide was done for a different reason. Judas, he out of guilt. Saul killed himself. Samson out of rage, to kill the enemy. So suicide is not isolated to one problem at all. Good evening. You're on to the program.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
I must congratulate you all for doing a very good job here tonight.
Thank you.
The thing is that suicide needs to be more publicized. I think television program, suicide should teach in Mondays, in schools, and all religious places. So the children out there may be sensitized about the danger of suicide. And suicide mostly, I think, occur when family are not looking after their loved one to the extent. And you will find that the bomb shoe come, they let the children home, they're gone. They don't know what takes place. The next day, you hear something wrong, you flag the child, and then the child go and take some poison or go up on the roof or something. These are the things. Parents contribute. Parents need to be more involved in their children's welfare. That is my contribution tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good evening. You're on to the program.
Hello.
Hello.
Good night.
Good night.
You're an excellent job, dear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
What?
Guyana is number 1 in the world in suicide per capita. So it's not a race thing, because North Korea is number 2, South Korea is number 3, right? Sri Lanka is number 4, Lithuania is number 5, Suriname is 6, Tanzania, Mozambique. So you're looking at the World Health Organization said that suicide is a global phenomena affecting all regions of the world, of the earth. So suicide is something that has risen about 60% over the last 8 to 10 years. So it's something that really we should make it a priority to deal with. Good evening, you're on to the program. Good evening, you're on to the program.
Good evening.
Good
It's
evening.
a program that you all doing on the TV. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. What the caller was said just now, right before that, it's important. It's parents have a lot to input for the children. Parents, and what he say, you're right.
Yes.
And the lady was talking just now. You gotta train the children from small, and probably in the womb of the mother.
That's the most important thing.
Right, that's important. What the mother is doing, the children get the feedback inside. This is important.
Yeah, because one more thing. A child in the womb of a mother feeds, the brain develops, it feeds on the mother desire, the mother thoughts, and whatever the mother eats. If the mother feel unloved, if the mother feel rejected, if the mother is thinking about taking our life. All of that goes into the mind
the baby.
and the brain development of a child. So it starts there for it, but we have so much information to share is that we can't cover it in one program.
one
So we're hoping that we'll come again. Good evening, you're onto the program.
Please turn on your television.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sometime last month, we had a month, two young people there at Ramsalam back. A girl and himself and a boy.
Please some here, sisters.
Ramsalamba.
Mm-hmm.
Sisters.
So, yeah. For the whole class, it was the parents threatened the girl, police, provision officer. But what did they do? You say somebody should come to these people there.
Correct.
Yeah, so you should not police and not threaten them children. They're young, very young people there. But you're going to get somebody like within the society, but excellent people is. Before you threaten them with police and station and provision officers and things and parents and things, the people something's going to be different.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Thank you.
In every society, need a training center, you know.
Yeah. Good evening.
People.
You're onto the program.
Good night, gentlemen. I
Good
just
night.
tune on here. But don't you believe? I work in all the region and I could tell you about poverty.
Okay.
Poverty is the main cause of suicide. And when you live in an area, you're not moving around. You're born and grow, let's say, at number 40. You're married just there. You live just there. You make a picking just there. Is what you can think. One week track of thinking you get.
Yes,
you,
sir.
You see what the other people are doing here is the same thing you do. Right? But
Yes,
you can move around. And you get a wide idea this because this is more than 6 races you get in this.